just keep an eye on Facebook and Instagram and all those places for the Baker's Wife out of Blenheim, and you'll find me. And I have not had the opportunity to do cooking classes in 2 years, and it's very, very saddening to me because I love to do them. Now, she did say you guys were looking at doing something towards the St. Patrick's Day theme, and I was all for that, but the other thing that comes with St. Patrick's Day is spring, usually is right around that corner, so I wanted to do some things that were a little bit more fresh, a little vibrant for you, and they do have green, don't worry, we have lots of green for you. So what we're going to start with first is what I call a fresh spring roll, okay? A lot of people get a little bit scared of fresh spring rolls because when you buy your spring roll paper, it's actually very, very hard. So you're going to take these little pieces of rice paper, that's what they're called, okay? And you're going to just soak it in a little bit of water. Room temperature water is good, you just want a dish to be able to submerge it, okay? So as you're submersing that, and it's getting a little bit thinner, it'll come out, don't be afraid, because when it comes out it kind of feels like skin, once you get it soft enough. And where you can get these, you can buy these, they come in a flat, like so. And there's probably, I'd say there's easily 100 papers in there. They last forever, don't worry, leave them in your cupboard or whatnot and they'll be fine. So while that's getting nice and soft, you're gonna need mangoes, peppers, avocados, cucumbers, and watermelon. And then also fresh herbs. And I know when I get to the fresh herbs, you're gonna say, what? You want me to do what? But that's exactly what you want. You want basil, and fresh mint. When using fresh herbs, you have to remember that a fresh herb has a lot less pungency than a dried herb. So when you start dealing with dried herbs, you're going to use a little bit more, or a little bit less. Whereas if you're using fresh herbs, you lose a lot more. Okay? So see how feels kind of like skin, yeah, feels kind of like skin. So you lay that out, and then you're going to take your watermelon that you have. Little batons of watermelon are always good. Save you the hassle. Slice it into strips. Fresh mangoes. Mangoes are really good. If you can't get mangoes, you can use peaches for this as well. And your cucumber. I know, weird. And your avocado. Avocado is delicious. Okay. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah, looks easier than it is. Fresh basil leaves. And fresh mint leaves. I know, it's a strange combination, but trust me when I tell you it's delicious. Okay? Now, all this all stacked up in here, nice and neat. End for end. End for end. Oh, messy. And then you're going to roll it. Now, it is easy to maneuver it. They do stay pretty tight, okay? That one isn't the prettiest one, but that's okay. We'll make another one. So, your rice skin, or rice paper. Watermelon, cucumber, we'll put some peppers in this one, avocados, because avocados are healthy, they're good for you. This is all completely healthy for you. Some mango, and some basil leaves in there, and some mint. Same thing, we roll it up. Nice and tight. It's pretty pliable, it moves around pretty good in there. But it does, I'm not gonna lie, it looks kind of funny. Okay, take your spring roll, slice it in half. Now, as these sit, so you know they'll get a lot firmer, okay? A lot more like glue. Okay, like so. You're going to want to sprinkle a few little sesame seeds over the top. That gives it a little bit of the crunch. For a sauce, because you always want a little bit of dipping sauce on there, we're going to use coconut milk. And then there's this great product that I've just come across. It's a Sriracha mango dressing. And then we have our coconut milk in here, okay? So you gotta shake the nuts out of this like crazy. Now, this has a tendency to be a little bit more spicy. If you don't want spicy, just omit the Sriracha or go less Sriracha versus how much coconut milk. So in here I have 1 can of coconut milk and then probably about a quarter of the bottle of the Sriracha sauce. So you take that Sriracha mango and that, you mix it all together. Alright, and then all you're going to do, it looks speckled. See how it's speckly? Just gives it a little bit different. So, and then you just drizzle a little bit of that over top. Drizzle like so. Fresh mint leaves. And some fresh basil. Oh, a whole lot of fresh basil. Okay, ta-da! Easy peasy. So those are fresh spring rolls. They have a really, really clean flavor to them. Very easy to make, quick. You can make these the day ahead, put them in your fridge. The only thing I would suggest, just make them in their whole rolls, cut them the next day. They will cut a lot easier. If you're going to do that, lay them on a paper towel, a damp paper towel. Once you've got them rolled, and then put another damp paper towel over top of them, and they're good for you for 2-3 days in the fridge like that. Okay? Enjoy. There's one. Okay, so the next one that we're going to do for you is, it's a spicy bean stuffed avocado with feta cheese, okay? Really nice, flavorful, easy to make ahead of time as well. Another one of those great things that you can bring with you. You can serve it as a warmed meal if you want, or you can serve it as a cold salad. All depending on what kind of a feel you are for it that day. You can serve it hot or cold as a salad or as a hot meal. However, you can add chicken to this, or you can add ground beef to it, or you can add bacon to it, whatever you want. Just mix it in with your cooked chicken in with your salsa that you're making, and then away you go. All right, so you're gonna start with kidney beans. Okay, with our kidney beans, we are going to put a teaspoon of cumin in. Cumin is so delicious. And you're also gonna add in 3 chopped up tomatoes, some shallots, your peppers. Now, your peppers are your choice. So if you want to do like Scotch bonnet peppers, which are like crazy hot, or ghost peppers, which are crazy hot, by all means, you temper your own flavor of heat when you put what you put in as your pepper. So if you use a jalapeno, a lot of people are like, ooh, jalapenos are spicy. Jalapenos are nothing in comparison to a ghost pepper or a Scotch bonnet for that matter. But they do give you that nice little spice without burning the heck out of your guests. Depends on who your guest is as to how much pepper you're putting in this. But so you use red chili peppers. You can use anything you want. You use green chili peppers, anything your little heart desires. So the other thing that we're going to put into this, now that we have all of those in, is lemon zest or lime zest. If you don't have a zester, which a lot of people don't have zesters in their own home, you can use this handy dandy little cheese grater. It'll work. Just get a little bit of that zest in there, and that just gives you that pungency that you'll get from a lime. Similar to if you were to bite the rind, but spread out a little bit further, it's not so bad. But this will give you just enough. The other thing that we need is we need the juice from inside here. So we're going to slice this sucker in half. And a lot of people have those fancy dancy little juicers, and you put it on there and you scoop. I have a fork. I have my lime. We have our dish. Insert. See? Insert. Hold on and twist. Look at the juices coming out. And guess what? I already bought the fork, so I didn't have to buy the juicer. Easy, easy, easy. It gets all the juices out of there for you, nice and quick. Simple process. Instead of you trying to squeeze it with your hand, because, well, there's some people out there that have vice grip hands. Me, not so much. There you go. A little bit of juice in there from there. And then you're going to want some cilantro. You just want to chop that up. I prefer my cilantro a little chunkier. I don't like it when it's like super thin or chopped up so you can't really tell what it is. So I just do a quick graze through it and away you go. Alright. Throw that all in there. Mix it all up. Now, if you have time to make this piece the day before, it's a good idea because then you can let it sit and marinate in all the juices. That coriander and the cumin and all of your lime juices and everything like that will all mix together really well. Alright, so after this is marinated, you're doing pretty good. You're going to take an avocado. Okay, tricks with avocados. Avocados, when you go to the grocery store, if you find one that's really mushy, put it back on the shelf. If you find one that's really, really hard, if you want to eat it tomorrow, then yeah, okay. If you want to eat it today, no. When you want to find your avocado, you want to look for one that has a little bit of light green to it, but a lot of darker green to it, and it's got a little squish to it. You don't want to be able to squeeze it, because if you squeeze it, that means that it's overripe. But you don't want it to be hard, because that means it's not ripe at all. So you want something in between. The other easy way to clean an avocado, take your knife, slice it in, roll it around, there's a pit. Okay? Once you get to that point, turn. Pops right out. Okay? So, with these lovely little avocados we have here, because I did that already for us, we're going to take our black bean or bean salsa. Put that on top, like so. And you're going to take some feta cheese, because, well, cheese makes everything better. And drop some feta cheese on top of there, like so. And voila, you can eat it like this, or you can put whatever your favorite dressing is on top. I always go with a ranch or a chipotle. There you are. Stuffed avocados. Now, if you wanted to serve it hot, my only suggestion is take your avocados and grill them on your charbroiler first. Put them upright, take your salsa, flash it in a frying pan a little bit, put that on top, and you're good to go. So, that's it. If you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate. Give me a call. 519-437-8935. You can always find me. Thanks. Bye.